One, and we should be
That's
going.
Jam.
So, welcome back, everybody. It's been a while. I had to recap for my players because it's been, I think, a couple months after we
Has it
last.
been a couple months?
I believe so, yeah. But
God damn.
mm, we
Since
left off.
January.
Yep, couple months. We left off where they just got back into town and set up uh, negotiations between the town and the lizard folk and their allies. And they had some time to kill, so they took on a request from an old wizard that came from the town of Orlane, that is down near the Dreadwood, that said that they were having some sort of problems there, but he couldn't figure out exactly what it was. Just a general vibe and the feeling of wrongness permeated the small town. And you figured since you had some time before you were going to be called, and you all came to see what was wrong in the Deadwood, you might as well go check it out. I'm gonna keep calling it Deadwood instead of Dreadwood, and I don't know why, because there's a fucking R in there.
It's fine.
Sound equally rad.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to just go ahead and start you off as you're entering the town. Just kind of move you onto the map so you can see what you are looking at. There shouldn't be anything hidden on here. And I'm going to encourage you, when we get to an area, I have them all numbered. I will make the number visible as you go there, but I encourage you to keep a note on the map for yourselves. I just want to make this a little bit interactive. But what that building is.
Keep going, but I will be right back. My computer's doing something.
Okay.
Keep going though, because I'm the guest character. It's fine. Huh?
Can you all see this map? You should be able to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. But what exactly do you mean by put a note on the map? Just like write something down, or?
Yeah. So, like, for instance, this building here. Once I tell you what it is, I'm going to label that with the number that it comes with it and tell you what it is. So just write down, like, I'll say it's a peasant's house or something like that. Just keep notes on the map. You know, like you do, DZ, for VV's game.
Ominous.
Just in case you need to come back to it.
He rarely uses that power for good, though.
Alrighty.
Is this Saltmarsh or a completely different town?
This is Orlane.
This is the... Okay.
So we're on the north side,
You are right down here coming in through this, down this path here, yeah. The wizard did tell you that he has a small little cottage over here in these woods somewhere. Why are you so big, Raven? Disgraced.
No, this happened in a different game, and then that fixed itself, and now it's
Fucking
happening
gore.
here.
It's got fucking swole for no
I
reason.
don't fucking know why.
Bigger.
for a brief moment, the world's largest dwarf was seen outside of Orlane.
Terrifying.
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Okay.
Avatar.
So as you step
Sometimes
into
in
town,
the woods.
Mm-hmm.
as you step into town, the first building that you would see beyond these barns is this building right here. And as soon as she sees you, the teenage girl that is churning butter on the porch immediately stops churning butter and runs directly into the house.
Oh shit.
Well, that's a.
Do not worry, this happens to Ugreg all the time.
Yeah, Nora, you are echoing really bad.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh.
Once you figure that out, just let me know.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, you.
Is it still there?
No, you should be good now.
Oh.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Am I still echoing?
For some reason, it's still picking up your output.
Huh?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Unusual.
It's not as bad as it was before the first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So,
If you have something to say, just unmute. But yeah.
so this is a very common thing for Ugreg. Ugreg will go say hello.
How is this?
That's a little better.
Am I still echoing?
No,
No, you're good now.
Okay, God. Fuck. Oh, alright. Little girl ran into the building.
Who's Ugreg?
He's a teenager, or maybe 20.
it
Not
was.
exactly little girl, but yeah.
It is Ugreg knocks on the door of this building. Does this building have a number?
Once I get
So
it.
Chidi's confused. Who's Ugreg?
Ugreg. Orente, apologies. I have two bugbear characters. I'm sorry.
That's what I figured. I was like, did he finally reveal his last name, his clan name?
I was
No,
like, did the lizard skull on his shoulder take over?
yeah, no. Ugreg is my other bugbear character. I got their names crossed. Very different personality
Across the
wise.
streams.
Come across the streams, Greg.
Yes. It's apologies. I will come back when children do adopt later. Go back to Orente.
So
Orente likes to.
Yeah,
Somebody will walk out.
Rente's like, apologies. I sometimes get possessed by my cousin.
My cousin, he is Great Ranger, uses sending spells to communicate, has not figured out how to not get them out of my mouth. Not a good time.
Okay. So Arente, as you walk up the door, you can see like the door is flanked by two windows, and the windows have heavy curtains drawn across them, but you can see that somebody has been peeking out at you from them. And as you knock, it only opens a slight crack, and an older gentleman like kind of peers out at you and says, "Can I help you?"
Oh, hello. My name is Orente. I am here with my companions. We are here in town for the first time, and I am wanting to make sure we are in the right town.
Okay.
I am very bad at directions sometimes. What town are we in?
You're in Orlane.
Excellent. We are in the right place, friends.
What's up?
Apologies, my friend. We did not mean to scare off your daughter.
It's fine.
Yeah, she looked like she saw a ghost.
It's not safe outside most of the time. Especially
What
type
with
of day is
strangers
it?
on the road. And he like,
Well-
he's not opening the door like any farther than it would be able for him to cover everything that's behind him so you can't see in his house.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can I-
can Kara do an insight on that? Because she's getting some vibes of this person might be kind of racist.
No, you can do an insight on him.
I was actually gonna ask if I could do it too.
It's like she's a hot-headed youth. She's looking for any reason to be pissy.
Yeah.
Nah, she
Oh.
ain't shit, Captain.
You think even if he's not being racist, you think he is? Oh fuck. Alright, could I try?
Yeah, you can do an insight check.
Cool. Let's see how bad this goes. Wow!
Okay, so
Good lord!
the nat 1, Kara, you can think whatever you want, but it wasn't a high insight check, so he's not being racist. He doesn't want anybody near his house. At
It's
all.
okay, so it's not racism, it's he's afraid of everyone.
The wizard did tell you that there was a general bad vibe and people had started acting weird here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, sir, I am what you call a paladin. If there is something wrong in this area, I would be happy to render my assistance.
He just he also failed his insight check just behind the screen a little bit. He kind of closes the door a little bit farther and he goes, "If you find anything, I'll thank you for it. But I'd also thank you to keep my family out of whatever is going on." And he shuts the door.
Yeah. And so Chitty, as she was about to pipe up, goes, "Oh, well, I guess that's what happens when you're the first shack, I guess, on the edge of town. People always ask you for sightseeing advice."
I suppose so.
The wizard.
Who's ready for Ocelia's accent to continue to be inconsistent?
It's fine.
This is fine. The wizard did say that the town had some strange vibes.
Did the wizard accompany us or return home? He said because you mentioned
No.
a shack.
He stayed in Saltmarsh
Mhm.
because he didn't like people. He said that it was a strange vibe and people's personalities had flipped.
Right.
So if there was something wrong and whatever was happening got to a powerful wizard, he'd rather not be there.
Mm.
He's not sure what's going on. It could be nothing, and sometimes personalities just change. But
Well, it could be something, and he doesn't want to risk that.
correct.
Maybe something is in the water. I'm not used to such a chilly reception.
Well,
Huh, I get it.
get what?
Also,
He's from the
I made a
North Seas.
pattern, my dear.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
It
when
was a
when you
joke.
walk past this building here, since you're there,
Yeah.
I do have to describe what's going on there.
Oh shit.
It's a clean
Stuff and
barn
things.
and house, whitewashed wooden buildings. There's several cows out in the pen that you can kind of see behind the building here. And there are 3 little girls playing in the yard. And they just kind of stop and stare at you.
Olaf waves
Or anti-waves.
with his
Ophelia does the
most
whole,
whiskery
like-
smile.
Ocelia doesn't wave. She does the whole like 2 fingers up peace thing.
They all kind of brighten up and start waving at you, but then an older girl, not much older, but old enough to be almost teenager age, comes out of the front door and ushers them inside, and with a backwards glance at you, closes the door.
What the fuck? Wow, they're super paranoid.
We must get to the bottom of whatever it is going on here.
Yeah, we do.
I'm sure this is a lovely town.
Right now, it's a lonely town.
So it begs the question, where shall we go?
This is a good question. Strategically, we could hit this section here on this side of the river, scoping through over westwards until we hit another waterway, then go up and follow any pathways we see around that way. You know, go by section by section. It's a thing from old war days.
Oh,
Also, why this is not unfamiliar reaction.
Excuse me. Hmm.
This building here,
So is it
as you pass it, looks
butter?
like some sort of... It's a nondescript square wooden building with heavy shutters over the windows. The door looks stout but stands open, and you don't see or hear anybody inside.
All right.
Yeah, it's a poke a head in to see what's going on, right?
So if you poke your head deeper inside, you do see a person sitting at a table. He has no lights inside. And he just seems to be sitting there having a cup of tea, and he kind of startles as you poke your head in. He's like, hello?
Hello. We are new travelers. Oh, my accent's flipping.
It's fine. I can't keep a consistent one either.
It's good, you'll get it. It's been a while.
It's been a while. You have to find the right voice. Getting Ugrig out of head.
You guys see this guy stand up, and you can see that he's kitted out in decorated banded armor.
Ooh.
Kind of
Very
puts
nice
a
making
hand
them.
to the hilt of a sword on his hip and goes, "Can I help you?"
Oh, my apologies. Wrong vibe. We were sent here by Wizard to town. Wizard sent us. We were just checking on people.
Vibes are very
People have been very guarded, so I was like, oh no, door open. Is somebody hurt? Something happened. It's fine. My bad.
He kind of relaxes and he goes, "Ow." Crazy man. Alright, yeah. I know him. I wouldn't worry about too much anything that he says. He kind of sits back down in his chair and he goes, he hits his own stash, if you, understand what that means?
Oh, he got the good shit.
Yeah, he's a fine man, Ramney, but, he gets a little paranoid. People being unfriendly to him one day, after he's accidentally, or so he says, set off a fireball. It startles people. They get a little twitchy when people show up in town after he goes a little,
Wait, are you saying this is a repeat behavior of his?
He stays to himself in the grove to practices magic. That's fine. Sometimes it just goes a little beyond the edges of his own woods.
I would like to insight this man.
Sure.
Let's see if I get a 7 again.
See inside that man.
See inside. Look at
This
him.
if I get a natural 20.
That's not bad.
21.
He is telling the truth about Ramney, but he's also, trying to brush aside what seem like normal behaviors for somebody being startled by strangers. That what you saw wasn't normally, being startled by strangers. It was a little beyond that. But he's trying to brush it aside.
That his reaction was too, I guess hostile?
He was telling the truth, but from what you saw, this isn't just being startled by strangers, or being on guard because a wizard isn't that great at his job. But he is telling you the truth about that.
Okay. Thank you. Well, hey, we're we're just here to make sure everything's all right with you guys. So if there's anything like amiss that you could use some help with, now's the time.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that. And he extends a hand and goes, "Nice to meet you. I am the constable."
Ah, excellent, excellent. Ocelia.
Celia, nice to meet you. We have Donovan and Entree are in the yard doing some practice. I would ask you not to bother them, but those are my two deputies. It's a pretty sleepy town. Nothing really happens, so I wouldn't worry about it. It's just,
I don't know. People seem pretty frightened.
well, we're close to the Dreadwood. Sometimes we had a little raid the other day. A couple of hags got a little close to the town. And they like to change shapes. We didn't know they were hags until somebody had a child in there.
Ah.
Ooh.
Oh, I see now why you are so anxious.
They'll warm up to you. Don't worry about it. If you're in town long enough, they'll go back to being the friendly sorts. We're all just simple farmers here.
Hags from the Dreadwood, you say?
Yeah, it happens sometimes. That's why we have all this gear, and he pats his. He's decked out. He's got It says banded mail, but that isn't a thing in D&D anymore, so I'd go with scale mail.
Okay.
A shield, a longsword, and a crossbow. He just kind of pats all of his equipment, and it's all very good equipment. Like, it's high quality stuff.
Okay. He's not nothing.
He's not nothing, yeah.
Okay.
But hey, if you're gonna stay in town, we got a couple inns. I'd personally, recommend the Golden Grain. It's a little dreary inside at first, but it's got the most comfortable rooms if you're gonna be staying. I mean, you could also sleep in the Slumbering Serpent. It's a good one, but it's also very small. They're welcoming, though. If you
For
like
fun,
the sort of grandmotherly fussing that you're going to get from the owner. We did have another one, but it kind of burned down.
Oh.
Yeah, there was.
What happened there?
There was an incident, and that's all I'll say there.
Did it involve a fireball?
Pun.
But yeah, we got two. They're comfy. Uh-oh. Olav is having a problem on Discord. Discord is being a bitch today.
Indeed.
I'll continue. He's gonna wrap up the. Hello.
Oh.
You good?
Is he?
Hopefully.
Okay.
Oh, we hear you. Do you hear us?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But Grover's gonna wrap up the conversation and go, I gotta go back to I'm on my break right now. I don't get very long. But the Golden Grain's like right there. And he's gonna point to this building. And the slumbering serpent's up a little farther at, let's see, where is that one? Right here.
What?
Slumbering serpent's across that bridge there.
This one?
Yep, this one right there.
Okay.
And this is the Golden Grain. That's the one he recommended.
Serpent's Crest?
Slumbering Serpent.
Slumbering Serpent.
This is the Slumbering Serpent, and this is the Golden Grain.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, cool. Your hospitality is appreciated, sir.
It is. It's nice.
Enjoy your trip to Orlane. Like I said, there's not much to see. It's a pretty quiet town.
Yeah, you know us adventure types. Sometimes that's just what you're looking for.
Well, I hope you don't find anything, untoward. And it's just, the wizard being the wizard again.
Well, he's
That's
clearly
his
worried
voice.
about you, so if, he means well.
He means well. He does mean well. He's gonna go back to his break.
Okay.
Oh, that was a rarity. A helpful
What?
guard.
I mean, I don't know how helpful that actually was. Will, did you notice how quick he jumped to his sword? Like,
Well,
it
I
could
mean,
be because of the
I will
hag.
just say, from his point of view, a group of people did just suddenly swarm his front door.
This is fair.
Swarm's a bit of a
What?
strong.
He has been the
word.
only one who has had a door casually open without just in the middle of town. No, it's constable. It would make sense, but
Either way.
This building here, as you pass it.
No!
What?
DZ's gone.
He said he's trying to fix it. He said just keep going and he'll try to fix it. We'll catch him up.
Okay.
That building there that you're across from the inn looks like some sort of shop. Not entirely sure what kind,
go look.
but there is a sign with a spinning wheel and a loom.
Okay. So it looks like some kind of fabric place.
Correct.
no Weaver's place would be correct.
I'm gonna go. Is it open?
It is open. You don't see anybody on the porches or anything, but you can hear movement inside. Like somebody's rushing around.
I'm going to enter.
Okay.
Like, throws you guys a look and like shrug and go inside.
So you open the door, there's a little bell above the door that rings.
Hello?
You hear a voice that goes, one moment, and you hear somebody trip
Oh,
in the
don't rush,
back.
don't rush.
You hear somebody trip in the back and slam onto
Oh, no!
onto something and go. There's a slight kerfuffle and some swearing as a young man wanders out from behind what looks like part of his shop is actually cut off, and you think that's where his actual house is. It's like
Makes
a
sense.
combination house and shop. He goes, hey, how can I help you? Welcome to, I haven't actually thought of a name for the shop yet. Welcome to my shop, though.
Nice to meet you. The name's Ocelia. Your vibes are righteous.
Nice to meet you. My name is Galen Weaver. I know, kind of, ironic.
Why don't you name it Galen Weaving?
Um, I'll take that under advisement. Um, what can I do for you today? I haven't
Well,
gotten a lot of business lately.
oh, well, I just came into town, checking out, the local businesses and everything. It's more curious than anything. Saw that you had some kind of weaving shop from your sign. Got that across. So, what you do?
Well, my wife and I are weavers. We just moved to town to, seemed like a nice little town. Just had enough for this little shop house, and figured they didn't have a weaver, so it seemed pretty serendipitous to me.
Oh yeah, how's the town been?
Um, I don't like to speak badly about my neighbors, but everybody's a little strange.
They did seem pretty frightened of us.
Once you get to know them, a lot of people are friendly, but lately they've just been weird. Some of them have been more friendly, and some of them have gotten less friendly.
Less friendly, you say?
Yeah, like, they'll shut their doors to people, won't speak. They seem kind of suspicious of everybody. But that's not, like, I kind of get it, because the more friendly people are friendly in a weird way.
Oh my god. Too friendly.
Like, he's gonna point across the street and he goes, like, the golden grain there? Like, they seem really nice. But I wouldn't stay there.
Oh my, and that's the one he recommended to us, isn't it?
It's the one the constable recommended to you, yes.
She like leans in, brings her voice down. Wow, what's up?
Nothing, like, concrete, you understand? It's just a feeling. Like, it might just be because I'm from out of town and I don't know everybody yet, but the people that stay there and work there and own it, they all just feel strange. It could just be me being judgmental out of towner, but the slumbering serpent is much better.
Oh my god, alright. Gee, I see. I will take that into advisement. Have you noticed anything else weird going on in town?
No, we didn't move in that long ago. Maybe like a month or two. But like I said, in that month or two, some people have gotten really weird.
People's personalities have changed.
Yeah, like not like a real big jump, you understand? Just like subtly, and like the way they smile is wrong.
That sounds kind of frightening.
Yeah, it's not great.
Well, you seem like an awfully nice fella. So I am a paladin. I happen to be around these parts, just making sure everything with the Dreadwood's okay. So
That's one thing that I know, that there's nothing with the Dreadwood that's ever okay.
well, no, of course not. But you make sure that you guys rate so close, making sure you're all okay,
Well,
making sure nothing untoward's come out of there. Besides, were you here for this hag thing I heard about?
Oh yeah, yeah. It didn't seem like that big of a deal. They seem to just be standing outside of town.
See, I heard they were eating a baby.
No, they didn't get in town. They just kind of The wizard kind of chased him off.
Can I insight him?
Yeah.
Cause this is some conflicting shit.
Yeah, you remember that you incited him before he told you about the hags.
Oh, that's true. 8.
It's not a hard... this guy is an open book. He's
a
not
commoner.
lying about anything.
Olaf
Oh.
strokes his beard
Well.
and he's like, the wizard didn't mention anything about hags.
Well, he just it kind of happens every once in a while. That's why he's here. Like, this Orlane's really close to the Dreadwood, and the Dreadwood's apparently been encroaching. So
Yes,
he took
it
it
is.
upon himself to, like, kind of guard the place.
It is why I came to this region in the first place.
Well,
Why
that's a
would
weird
he
reason.
not tell us about that?
Druid.
Oh, that makes sense. Did he not tell you about that? When you met him?
Nope.
Ramney's kind of scatterbrained. He means well.
Okay, so that is a bit of collaborating story, at least.
Yeah, this wizard seems like he means well, but he's also an absolute bumbling fool.
He's a wizard.
Yeah.
Straight out of Pratchett. Yes.
I don't think I've ever made it that far.
Fair enough.
But yeah, this
Ah.
guy has no... he has no, like...
No duplicitous bone in his body.
not at all.
So he's not weaving any lies.
Nope.
Uh,
Fucker.
God damn it.
This complicates things. I do believe we should continue on with our search of building to building. Not as aggressively. We can, and Orente will put up his fingers and go sightsee, but
Well, is there anything else odd that you've noticed?
Just what I told you. I mean,
Besides us, I suppose.
besides you, I suppose not much. And you're not even all that odd.
Well,
We
I
haven't been here that
appreciate-
long, so
I appreciate what you've told us already.
you're welcome. I hope it helps you with whatever you're doing.
no, we're not sure we're sure yet, but we will find out. And I will help make sure that the Dreadwood stops encroaching so damn much.
Alright.
I mean, maybe that's just what Dreadwoods do. They encroach.
They do encourage.
I mean, so I talked to elder druids about this, and it's like we always consider the trees and don't look at the forest. Like people go, "Oh, trees are alive," and they don't consider that almost every single tree is interconnected via their root systems. And considering a forest like a gigantic mold freaks people out, so we don't talk about it a whole lot. But there's some stuff behind that.
So, what you're saying is,
And he's saying this as he's walking
People-
out of the shop.
what you're saying is, people aren't seeing the forest for the trees.
Probably.
See, I was just hearing we should probably burn it all down.
No.
No, that's how you get the fire demon ghost things.
Yeah, but
That
it
is
has
also
an entire,
mass ecological destruction.
it's an entire forest plotting your demise. Maybe you should strike first, you know?
Ah,
The other part
Right.
about forests is that they are very, very wet. They're not dry tinder. Green trees like to look at fire and laugh. I knew a druid who was in Circle of Wildfire to the northwest, who helped burn forests because the trees literally dropped seeds only when forest fires happened.
Oh,
Huh.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Gotta make room by clearing out the old ones.
yeah.
I thought they was pulling my leg at first, but Archdruid confirmed, and I was like, whoa.
But anyways, so where to next?
Should probably check out the weird inn place that that freaked out the fabric person.
It's the one across the street.
It is right there, yeah.
You want to go into the Golden Grain Inn?
You made it
Yes,
sound
we
so
do.
Okay. We go into the Golden Grain Inn. 1 second.
I mean, we could also. Well, actually, no, splitting up's probably a bad idea here.
Yeah, do you want to go in now, or do you want to continue exploring town before you go in anywhere? Yeah, time.
I am curious what that big building on the hill is.
This one right here? You'll have to get there first.
I assume you were referring to the keep because I'm on my phone still.
Yeah, the one on the
Oh,
the
there's-
hill is some sort of big, ostentatious building.
Nobody's mentioned a mayor or whatever yet.
No?
And
know, they
I'm not
haven't.
sure I want to risk a fucking personality flipped mayor of doom.
It's just the mayor from Night Before Christmas.
I was gonna say of Townsville.
The city of Townsville. The town of Cityville.
I am also curious about the third inn and the quote-unquote incident.
Well, just to save time, since you're standing here, I will point out what you see in these other buildings around you. This one here, at 7, has a picture of a gem-encrusted ring. You're guessing it's some sort of money changer, or a jeweler.
Okay.
This one over here, at 8, it looks really run down. There's faint traces of a former paint job, clinging to small parts of the walls, but in some places the bare wood has started to rot. A fenced walkway leads from the road to the back of the house, and horse manure is scattered liberally about. It looks like some sort of livery stable. And as you get closer, you can see that there is a small boy playing in the dirt outside, and he looks up when you approach, and he has this big gap-toothed grin. He's missing 2 front teeth. And he goes, "Hi!"
Oh.
He walks
Hello.
right up to you.
Okay. Hello there.
Hi! Who are you?
My name is Ocelia.
Nice to meet you, Ocelia.
Nice
Bobby.
to meet you too.
Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby. Oh my god.
I'm not kidding.
Nice to meet you too, Bobby.
And again, somebody comes out of the house and rushes over and picks up the little boy, and she goes, it's obviously the mother, and she goes, "I told you not to talk to strangers, Bobby. Please excuse me."
Hello there.
Hello.
Pleasure to meet you. We're just, new in town, checking out the sights.
Did she immediately make a pained face when
Yeah.
she got flagged down?
The The
The
woman.
lady. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I got caught.
Her face does a little twitch, but she does, like, smile back at you pleasantly. It's a very small smile, and she's like... She's trying not to be rude as she's backing away. And she goes, "Please excuse us, it's mealtime. Bobby didn't hear me call him."
That's fair.
Of course.
Okay, it's pretty much his world.
And he's at that age where he unfortunately puts dirt in his mouth, and I'm going to make sure that he actually gets some food today. So, and she's saying all this as she backs into the house. Goes, "Have a pleasant visit," and closes the door.
Alright, what the fuck?
As the doors closed, Kara's just gonna squint at the guys and say,
Right. Am I the only one who's starting to get insulted?
I am more concerned than worried than insulted, I think.
Oh no, there's something hinky going on, but I'm still getting insulted all the same.
If you linger around this place for very long, you see a man stop his work in the barn over here and start to come down this side path.
Uh-oh.
And he walks up to you and goes, "Hello, can I help
Oh,
you?"
hi. Oh, we're just, we're new in town, seeing the sights.
Mm-mm. Not much to see in Orlane. If you need directing to the inn, there's one, right beside me, and then there's the Slumbering Serpent. I would recommend the Serpent myself. It's cheaper and more comfy.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, well, thank you.
Yep, appreciate that. Yeah.
Well.
Also, they have the most fantastic wine because they make it themselves. They grow everything. Very good.
Ah, radical.
A good wine would be very nice.
It would. Sorry. She offers her hand. Ophelia.
He clasps your hand in a pretty strong grip. You can tell that this guy is the livery man. He works with horses all day, and he is
kind of hoping
he's not built like a brick shithouse, but he's got broad shoulders, and you can feel the flex of his muscles underneath.
He's strong.
Farmer build.
He's got farmer strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killian.
Ah, Ophelia. I am a paladin.
I don't see many of those folks around here, unless they're going into the Dreadwood.
Well, that is something we're doing while we're here, making sure the Dreadwood's not causing any issues. I don't suppose you've seen anything.
There was that incident with the hags and the wizard a couple, maybe a week or so ago. But I mean, they didn't actually get into town or anything.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah.
That's awfully strange for hags to show up and actually, not get into places.
Well, they kind of look in every once in a while, see if they can get up to mischief, but they don't really with the wizard being here, and normally the constables and everything just kind of run them off before they can get up to any mischief. Also, the clerics up from the temple there.
Temple?
Yeah,
oh, is that building way over there?
Yeah, that's our regional god, and I want... This is out of character. I want you to be respectful of this goddess. I want you to take her name seriously. She's a very serious, very well-respected goddess here. Right?
Oh no.
Oh no, Callie, what are you doing? What god would that be?
This is a real god from Greyhawk. And I can't do anything about the fact that her name is fucking Marika.
Probably like Mary
Okay.
or something like
Yeah,
that.
I
I
just
don't know.
had to get that out.
Or like
America?
Mary Kay. I don't know.
America. No,
Mary-
it's pronounced America.
All right, I tried.
I know you did. Take this goddess seriously, people.
All right. Have I ever heard of America?
Yeah, she is. America is kind of a lesser deity, is what you would call her. She is a very, very much a harvest goddess. She's a goddess of planting, harvests, and hospitality. It's very much a farmer's sort of goddess.
Makes sense.
But she's a little more on the serious side. Like, she takes all of her domains seriously, but she is a good goddess. It's just, her temples and her rituals are kind of strict in how she wants them to be performed.
Okay. So, as far as we know, they're not, like, ominous about America.
Nothing ominous about America at all. It's just that I needed you all to take that name seriously, and I know you
I'm
couldn't.
trying so hard, Kelly. I'm trying so fucking hard. I should know this.
Actually, I can take that name seriously. That's one of the that's like the god queen of Elden Ring.
So, what is America's domains?
Her domains are basically planting, harvesting, and hospitality.
Okay.
Hospitality, you say?
Correct. I can pull up the more of her lore, I guess, from the wiki. But
I'm just gonna focus on the hospitality thing, and this town ain't rich on it.
Except in specific places.
Maybe a temple would be the best place to check, because either A, the temple being protected by a goddess is not going to be affected, or B, if it has been affected by whatever is going on in this town, it may be the source of it. Because we've had a rather, lukewarm reception in this town.
Yeah.
And they have a fucking temple dedicated to a goddess of hospitality.
Yeah.
That might be a good litmus test.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a good thought.
I am curious to see how that will resolve.
okay. Oh, if you continue talking to Killian for a while, or do you want to get going?
What else can we get?
I don't entirely know what we're doing here, so.
We're just gathering information right now.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, mystery. A question, Killian, if you don't mind me asking.
Well, no, I don't mind.
We have been getting some conflicting stories. And I'm just wanting to verify, for my personal sake. The folks who run the inn over there, are they attendees of the church up above?
Well, most people are. Like, they don't really have services, so to say. I mean, everybody's welcome to go and pray and worship and ask for good crops.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody goes.
Okay. That helps clarify things some.
I will pull aside the closest person. It's like,
if everybody goes there, that would make it a fine place to distribute some kind of mind-altering substance.
God, do I have I have remove curse? Think.
Well, we appreciate the information,
this-
Killian. We have gotten several recommendations for the slumbering serpent, so I think we will probably make our way there.
Hey. Hey. I hope you have a good stay.
I hope so too.
I look forward to finding out more about your town's vibes.
Vibes? Like I said, I hope you have a good stay. Been here all my life. It's a nice little town.
How shall we proceed?
Still think we need to check out the inn.
Golden grain, a harvest goddess.
We could go. I don't know. Talk to the hags. Get it straight from the mouth.
They are rather far away, and they may not be friendly to us intruding.
Yeah, I wasn't being completely serious.
I was about to say I have not had. Have I had any dealing with hags?
Celia hasn't, at least.
Well, I mean,
Maybe.
With the one we did.
I might have met sea hags.
You probably would have had, like, scuffles with them, but you wouldn't have met any, like, spoken to them.
Okay.
They aren't friendly.
I don't know if that is the best idea. I can't say for sure, as I have not quite had many interactions with them myself. But hags do not have a good reputation.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if we'd be offensive if we asked. Oh, I can't remember her name. This is out of character. I can't remember her name. Who is the one we helped move?
Ethel?
Ethel?
Yeah, I think.
No,
it's
that's Baldur's Gate. That's not the
You're
Ethel.
right. Yeah, that's Baldur's Gate. Sorry.
I had them written down somewhere.
I was assuming this was the same group of hags that's traveling around and being a nuisance.
No.
Yeah.
We're fair. I think we're decently far.
Yeah, but it's a
Yeah.
forest and they're hags.
No, the Dreadwood is filled with different kinds of hags.
Okay. I didn't know it was a hag convention up
All
here.
of them.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. So she's like, don't know if she would take it offensive if we were like, hey, do you know these hags? And it's like, which one? I don't know, the hags. Might be a little. Might take that a little offensively.
Dearie, do you believe every single hag knows each other? Of
Yes.
course we do.
All old people
Called
know
a
each
knitting
other.
circle.
It's like we use Tinder.
Oh no. Oh, I know what you're talking about. And,
Okay,
So,
I found them. It was Ethel. It's
Oh,
Ethel
good.
Saltgoggle.
Lovely name.
And then there was Jamie Pigbreath. And
Right.
the hag coven leader was Karen Ooze Startle.
of course, it's Karen.
Yeah.
I remember that because you were gushing over the fact that you got to say the name Ooze Startle.
First name was Karen. Karen Ooze Startle. Right.
Ethel, Jamie, and Karen. Oh god.
If we're gonna startle them oozes.
Startle them oozers. Okay.
You know, you have to be quite shocking if you can startle something that doesn't have a central nervous system.
It's a hag. They do shit like that.
So across the
This thing
street, this building across the street from delivery looks like some sort of general store. I'm just going to reveal these as you get close. And
Alrighty.
this little place here, it just looks like a small cottage. It's freshly whitewashed, though.
Oh no! It used to be a person of color.
Oh my god.
I will kill you.
I'm sorry.
I'll drop a dragon right in this fucking pond over here.
We know a dragon.
We do know a dragon. Ugric had some interesting reactions. It's fine.
Arente.
Arente, fuck!
Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly. I'm not actually, but
I know you're not. It's fine. But, so I know that Kara would like to go into the inn. Does anybody else want to go into the inn? Or do you all just want to kind of look around town first?
I will, of course, accompany my ward, as is my duty, to ensure that she does not get into too much trouble.
Well, good. I was worried people were just going to let the idiot wander in on her own.
Of course not.
are you going on your? Are you like marching towards the end?
Well, if no one's moving towards it, she is.
Do you want to do that right away?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Well, there's no time like the present.
Okay.
I
It's
suppose.
just right here. Are we going to go halfway across town and then come back to this one frickin' building?
She does have a point.
Are you
I
on
usually
a
do.
time crunch?
No.
Well, there's
But I
a thing
kinda
called patience.
I kind of value my time.
The sooner we get to
You
the
have so
bottom of
much
this,
of it.
the better.
Massive.
Stop being big, damn you.
No! I will giant this bitch.
Well, you are a rune knight.
No, I need to be
No,
big.
she's
Put
not.
on the map.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
Are you
guys
not
can
a rude
see
knight?
this, right?
No!
Wait,
Nope.
fuck.
I
She's
see
the Eldritch
blackness.
Knight.
Eldritch
I
Knight,
see
I'm
the
sorry.
void.
1 second.
It's like, what are you on?
I'm old. Give me a break.
I
Oh.
see the void.
Yeah, give me a second.
Olaf is old. He forgets
Olaf
things.
sees the void.
Olaf is void. Void of anger.
Let there be light.
Oh,
Kara's already
Oh,
on,
there we go.
right? Kara, you can see?
Yes, I can see.
Stop,
The
stop
lights
that.
working.
So quicker than
Flashing.
ours. Thank you.
Okay.
Can
everybody see?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So go indoors.
Alright. Boop.
I feel like you and me are kind of arguing as we go in.
Oh
Probably.
no. My token is stuck underneath the door. I can't move it.
Oh, no.
I hate when that happens.
Oh no. Olaf is stuck in door. Too many snacks.
Too many snacks. Too many snacks. Oh.
I guess I live here now. Thank you.
Oh no. There you
The
go.
dwarf under the floorboards.
What is the vibe in here, Callie?
So the vibe.
Yes, give me the
Yes,
vibe. That is
Vibe
my.
check.
Yeah, I'd like to vibe. You know what? You know what? I am gonna vibe check. I am gonna vibe check.
Oh,
Hold
you're gonna
on.
be that
Fence.
paladin.
The room
Uh-huh.
seems like a pleasant place, but the people are subdued and generally sitting alone. Those sitting
hold
together
on.
are not talking, and no fires are lit in the fireplaces. Even though
Cool. I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna walk in further. You know, just casually. Cool. This will encompass like the entire building. I'm
What
gonna
are you
divine
doing?
sense.
Okay.
She's
Put that
sense
up for me.
divining.
Sure.
The
Not divine
classic paladin move of walking in and just using divine sense.
Yeah, that's what he said. It's one of the most classic paladin things ever. Step into a building Who's evil?
It is a vibe check.
Nobody pings as evil in this common room. There is a faint sense from upstairs.
Say nothing pings as evil in the common room,
Nothing in the common room.
but faintly upstairs.
Faintly upstairs.
I
What
see.
flavor?
Yeah, what flavor?
Evil.
Well, I mean, I know the type: celestial, fiend, or undead.
There is no type.
Okay. Oh, all right. That's
It just says strong
arguably
evil
worse.
and powerful good.
That's arguably
There
more
is
ominous.
there
Cool.
is a pinging of evil intent from upstairs, but there is no
Cool.
type of creature attached to it.
See
Olav,
if they have anything besides lobster wine.
Olav will amble towards the bar.
I'm gonna amble towards those stairs.
It's a good man. Is it usually so glum in here?
I don't think it's glum in here.
No one is talking to each other. Everyone's sitting alone.
Oh well, it's the middle of the day, sir. They're all out working,
Unless-
and the ones here are just having their lunch. They just don't want to be bothered.
I must grant that it is very grim for a place called the Golden Grain.
Come back
Yes, tell
later when
me.
it's more lively.
Yes, tell me, how did you come to name this place the Golden Grain?
Oh well, dedicated follower of America. Her symbol is the golden grain, so just felt natural.
Yes. Here she is a goddess of hospitality, yes?
Oh yeah, gods of hospitality and the harvest, like fertility too, but nobody really mentions that in polite company.
As Olav is trying to chat this person up to enable Osilia to
I'm gonna
poke her
just
nose around.
casually go towards these stairs as they're chatting.
Okay.
Blue,
So-
two, time.
And you asked about like the food and drink and everything, Zucchini. They
That
have
was kind of what she was saying as she was walking over to it, but yeah.
they have regular beer in a pint, dark beer in a pint, wine in a pint, and red wine in a pint. They are all outrageously overpriced. And you can tell that even by just looking at the bottles of wine, they have been watered down.
Wow.
And the dark beer, as it comes out, it smells atrocious. The safest thing is probably the normal beer. Because everything seems to be overpriced and poor quality.
Wow.
If Kara's nearby, so she was just gonna sidle over and be like, I think that's dark beer because it has mold growing in it. Which, I think it might be kombucha now.
She just staring at this abomination of alcohol, absolutely just stunned that this is
So
allowed to
Chidi
be.
has a noble's background. She is not touching the swell.
Yeah, meanwhile, poor Olav, his nose is wrinkling. And when he's looking at this, he doesn't get offended. He does start to get a little teary-eyed.
Oh my god!
Is he sad that it's in such a deplorable state?
Yes.
Does nobody stop me from going upstairs, or they just not notice?
Nobody stops you.
All right, cool. Oh god, what happened? Everything's dark.
You should.
You're now down here.
Yeah, you're now down here. You should have vision.
I can somehow see the entire map, but the places that I don't have sight are grayed out. I can see what's in those rooms. Weird.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, like I can tell there's stairs in this room. But now, yeah, everything's grayed out like I have DM view or something. But now I can only see her token.
Can I perception?
Sure.
I'd like to listen.
As you're doing that, downstairs.
Yeah, I don't know where I am now.
People are eating, and you can tell that the quality of food isn't the greatest, but it's also, it seems to be okay because everybody that's eating is shoving it down fairly happily. But it doesn't smell exciting. It just seems like simple food, and on the menu, it's still all really overpriced. Like, I don't even have to tell you the prices for you to know that these are overpriced.
Olaf is... The more this knowledge is sinking in, the more upset he is becoming.
Yeah, Kar's just gonna lead in and whisper, "Hospitality?" With just a heavy question mark.
He's gonna whisper real low. It's like, I pity these poor folk.
My
now
God.
we might know why we were told to go to the slumbering serpent instead.
I pity these poor folk. All peoples deserve rich food and drink.
So, Ocelia, what are you doing with that perception? Are you
I'm listening for anything like off as I'm casually going, but like ears perk.
There's nothing off. You can tell that there's a few people in the rooms. Like, you can definitely tell that this one here is occupied.
I see.
The door is also locked, and nobody will answer your knocks except for Gruff.
She hasn't.
Go away.
I haven't knocked.
If you did, that's what would happen.
Okay, my divine sense. Which direction did that come from? Like that ping.
It's very faint up here, but it just seems to be a general sense of it here.
Here. Where? Just up here in general?
Just up here in general.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of doors.
Because you can't pinpoint a creature type, I'm not going to let you pinpoint exactly where this evil is coming from.
That's fair, that's fair.
That's some horse shit that I hate.
Yeah, and normally, I don't want to, well, actually, normally it's only the things that you can see that are not behind total cover that you can detect. That is not behind total cover, within 60 feet. But...
Hearing that, it occurs to me is like, what is the intended use of divine sense unless you're already pretty suspect that someone you're actively talking to is evil.
Why do you fucking have that vision?
You literally could just walk into a room and sweep it, and just do a vibe check on everyone in the room.
I mean, that's how Quiet Hearts discovered there was an imposter goblin. Because he was just sitting there, having lunch.
There's no reason you should be seeing any of that, Slotini, and I'm a little irritated.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's just how it pops up. I can see her POV too, Ocelia's.
Get out of my brain!
Why, there's so much room in here.
It's me, girl, the PS4. I mean, your head, girl.
Do I hear any... So now that I've gone down this hall anymore, do I hear anything weird? Like, do I hear any struggling? Do I hear any like muffled sounds?
But do her elvish ears hear?
1 second. I am trying
Yeah,
to
so
fix
find that.
something.
Okay, take time. Whoa. The sheet's being weird.
Okay, I just lost vision of Ocelia.
Yeah, everybody had the ability to see from Ocelia's point
No.
of view for some reason.
Hey, what the fuck? These are my eyes!
Turned it
Get
off.
out!
I'm glad it was only Ciro that could see that. Right. Can you still see Ocelia?
No,
Yes. I can see.
at least I can't see Ocelia.
Okay, can you give me
Sorry,
another screenshot so I can see what you're seeing, Zero?
Yeah, it's the same exact thing as the one I sent you, except now I don't see Ocelia. I still see all the maps laid out. I can't really make any details. But
You should not be able to see any of that.
yeah, it's like you know how like when you're playing a game and your vision, it's like you see a room and then like you close off that room, you'll still see like a grayed out thing. It's like for some reason Chini was able to see the entire map briefly, and then it's just like, I don't know what happened.
Odd.
Yeah, because like now the upper stairs are all black.
Okay, good.
There's a black void.
That's what you should be seeing, so. Alright. Okay, Ocelia, you can still see, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, sorry. I had to fix that because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want you to see a map.
Yeah. Okay. With my nat 20, do I hear anything muffled, like muffled voices trying to, do I hear anything untoward?
You don't hear anything untoward. You're guessing that most of these rooms are empty. There are people in this one, you can tell because you can hear them snoring. There are people sleeping here.
Okay. Huh.
Okay, good, Zero. That's what you should be seeing.
A bit of
Okay.
spot. There's something funky up here, but that barging into people's rooms can't.
That's no way to make friends.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay. Which rooms sound empty?
Most of them except for this one,
Okay.
and the one by the stairs.
Okay. I'm going to go to this door. Is that one is this locked?
It shouldn't be. Try the
Cool.
door.
It's open. I'm
Yeah,
side.
2 tables and 8 chairs occupy this otherwise bare room. A tray with 6 dirty plates and mugs on it sits on one of the tables.
Wait,
this
what?
is an upstairs dining room of some sort. And the people that are staying here use it to eat without going down to the common room.
Okay.
Is there any babies on the plates?
No, normal food.
Suspicious
Cool, all
detail
right.
mentioned from earlier.
I'm going to go to this door. Okay, I heard snoring from that room. Right.
There are people in that room, yes. Meanwhile, downstairs, how are you guys feeling?
I need to consider my plan here.
Just general unnerved at the state of this place. Kara is having like a vivid daydream / PTSD flashback of if what would happen if one of the local brewers stepped foot in this house. They just literally go into a frothing fit and start breaking shit. An old school dwarven brewer sees the state of this place and just loses his goddamn mind.
Oh, what do you think Olav's doing right now? He's contemplating something unwise.
Olaf, my friend, I have a quick concern. The differences in behavior of the people here in this tavern. They are like the constable. Both are sitting in absolute darkness, and there are no fires in low light. Every person in this room is eating, besides us. But even the fires here are not lit. I assume over there is a kitchen, but the amount of food these people are, in theory, eating needs more fire. You would have a tavern bots over these fires. There is no such thing. I think they are playing a farce.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, what I missed.
Nothing at the moment, just some thoughts being tossed around.
Oh, and also we lost the paladin.
Olaf strokes his beard. He's like,
We were told before that some people have been more friendly, some people have been less friendly. The constable recommended we come here to avoid the slumbering serpent.
And he too we found clad in darkness, despite the fact it was the middle of the day.
Yes.
Now, I know I can see just fine in this room. But last I remembered, humans couldn't see in the dark worth a shit.
That is true. What do you recommend we do?
Well, they don't seem to be outwardly watching us or being particularly aggressive. So maybe we go find out where the paladin went, because the paladin vanished. I turned my back for 30 seconds.
Well, so she kind of quietly goes, "Oh, me and Lola were doing distraction from the barman so she could slip upstairs. You got all fidgety."
Yes.
It seemed like she knew what she was doing, so then, might as well let someone trip the trap to see if there is a trap. She's got the armor, so. And you've heard her stomping around. If something happens, we'll hear it. Petting the pseudo dragon.
You see, you're not wrong, and I don't know how I feel about that.
This is fair.
I mean, I could go invisible check, or you could turn into a mouse, right?
Oh, I can turn into like all sorts of things. I normally just go big because it's more fun that way.
Can you turn small but many?
No, just small.
Does it work that after the spiders bit you that you can now turn into them?
I might have a note. I might have a notion of what to do. You said it was the middle of the day, and like, what is the weather like outside? Is it a pretty okay day?
It's an okay day. Like it's minimal clouds in the sky. There's a nice breeze. It's kind of beautiful, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, my good man, if you don't mind me asking, why are all the windows shut on this fine day?
Well, most of them don't open no more. I'm getting too old to keep up with the upkeep of the place, and it's probably my last season being open. So I just figure, ain't no point.
You're retiring,
but
you're
there's...
moving.
Oh, there is plenty of point to it, my friend. Look at me. I am old and whiskery and long in the tooth, but I am enjoying as much left of my life as there is.
And he's gonna walk over to the nearest window. It's like, why not get some fresh breeze and sunlight? It's good for you. Enjoy what life you have.
Make a perception check.
Anyone or just him?
Just him.
Just a moment then.
It's the only time I'm regretting not having thaumaturgy just to blow all the windows open.
Okay, it's not a hard check. As you get closer to the windows, you notice that they're nailed shut.
Ooh.
This isn't probably something that you should bring up either, because the barman looks a little twitchy.
I'm getting a sneaky suspicion of what's going on here.
I have like 3 theories running around the back of my head of what's going on right here. None of them are great answers.
Yeah, and didn't the paladin find some people sleeping upstairs in the middle of the day?
That just happens. But
Well, it would be normally just, that just happens, but this town is weird. It's like, On second thought, I shall respect your wishes. You are, after all, the golden grain. You respect hospitality. Thus I shall respect yours. He's going to come back. He's going to lightly whisper to Arente. Windows are nailed shut.
Paladin senses didn't go off, did they?
She did just run off.
Yes.
She got a curious look and then ran off, yeah.
The barman, who did introduce himself as Bertram.
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
Bert.
well, can I get you anything while you're here, or you wanted to stop in and have a little chat?
Ask about roads.
Just got to town and
is
we
it?
were kind of scouting around for possibly rooms.
Is this door locked, Kelly?
Try it.
All right. It is, okay. Weird question.
Okay.
I hear snores, yeah?
Yep.
Can I insight snores?
Incite the snores.
Are they fake?
I'll let you because
Okay.
I know you're trying to see if they're fake.
Yeah, thank you. Soft 20.
They don't sound fake. They sound like somebody is actually sleeping in there and they just have a breathing problem.
Okay, alright. That does ease my worry in that room specifically.
All I can imagine now is this poor vampire, if these are vampires indeed. It's like, of course I get turned when I have a fucking cold. Now I'm stuck like this for the rest of eternity.
Okay,
Let's suck.
I'm gonna
I
check.
mean, they didn't
This room
freak
is
out.
unlocked.
If they are vampires, they didn't freak the fuck out when a paladin walked in and said, "Hi, I'm a paladin."
Yeah.
Specifically, though, undead did not trigger. These are not
Yeah.
undead.
Also true.
They may just be light sensitive.
Okay, this room is just a room. Cool.
Wait a minute. Didn't you say the food is like... remind me, what did you say about the quality of the food?
So,
Beer meat.
they have... It's just listed as supper, fancy supper, or soup or stew bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And
You were describing it's kind of... like, tastes bad.
it smells strange. Everybody seems to be eating it just fine, but this fella here is, in particular, eating a bowl of stew, and it looks more like soup, even though you know it's supposed to be stew. It is watered down really badly.
Everything is watered down in this place.
Mhm.
Hey, okay.
I think vampires are out of the question, but something is going on. Something that has to do with the light.
Out of character, my personal theory running right now is doppelgangers.
I don't think doppelgangers have a problem with the light, though.
I don't remember if they do or not, but it would explain the weird behavior, the sudden split of neighbors that are acting normal and neighbors that aren't. But
Well,
Arente would know that, so...
yeah, I have another. Because what Olaf was stabbing at earlier, this is supposed to be a town for a harvest goddess, and this particular tavern is dedicated to that goddess. And, it would make a fine place to distribute some kind of poison or mind-altering substance.
I'm continuing to just check rooms.
What would be, do you think, the appropriate check to investigate further into the... Unless, is it moldy?
Did you bring up that it's that suspicion out loud to the group?
No, I haven't yet.
And so Chini won't make this connection yet.
Well, I did make that connection out loud earlier when we were outside.
Connection?
I was just bringing it back up now.
That this place could be a good place to thread something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do want to follow up
I-
on Slocini asking about rooms because you did.
Mhm.
He'll perk up and go, "Oh, we got plenty of open rooms today. You need a fancy room, or just a place for you all to crash?"
I'll look for the rest.
Just a place to crash.
Yeah, just probably for something later on tonight.
Later on tonight.
But always good to reserve ahead.
If you don't mind me asking, my good man, is it you who's solely running this place?
Oh, I got my cook and dishwasher. He's also my assistant. He helps me around. I really hate this name. I just want to say that out of character. I really hate this name. Snigrot.
Snigrot.
Snigrot dog root.
And Snigrot.
Snigrot dog
I feel
root.
like someone's parents did not love them.
No.
They're either a hag or a goblin.
I have 2 rooms that I cannot currently get into. This one and was this one.
Yeah, these 2 are the ones that you felt people were in.
And the one up to the top left, they're asleep. I don't know if that doesn't mean there's nothing suspicious, but they are actively asleep.
They are actively asleep.
What would you have me roll to, as someone who is trained with cooking utensils and brewer supplies, and is a nature guy? Is this food contaminated at all?
So Chini did make that joke. It was just purely a joke about how the dark beer, that might be kombucha now. The darkness might be mold.
Yeah, exactly.
So, to get everything caught up, Gray, what do you want to roll permission to roll an insight on?
I was trying to roll an insight on the bartender earlier, back when he went to go to open the window.
Okay.
But the time has passed for the most part, so I'm not the most worried about it.
You can still
Apologies.
do that, but I'll give you some stuff if you roll an insight on this guy once he starts talking about rooms and everything.
Mhm.
And rolling to see if this food is bad, gone off, I would say a wisdom check.
Mm-hmm.
But what kind of
Nature, maybe?
Survival.
I mean, you could just roll it with your...
My tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll it either with your tools, or you can roll a survival check. Okay. There's nothing rotten about the food. The quality just wasn't good to begin with, and they started watering it all down.
So we know how they
Alright.
watered down a sandwich, but by God, they found a way.
The dark
guess it
beer
does-
in particular being smelly is because the quality wasn't great to begin with.
Okay, that does rule out maybe like a fungus and having infected the crops or something. But
Yeah, just poor
I
quality.
mean, it's possible, but it would mean they're not serving it to you. It just means that their crops were damaged, so they have less to offer.
And the insight check, Arente, you can tell that he is pretty excited to rent you a room.
Mm-hmm.
he was getting twitchy when I went towards the window.
Yeah, and that would have been easy for you to see because you were closer.
Okay. I'll pass that along just to be sure.
How about we rent a room? We put down money, we rent the room, we'll come back later after poking our nose around a little bit more.
So he will say that since you only want a place to crash, and there's 5 of you, he'll either have to split you up or you'll have to share a cot, some of you. Because this room number 9 up here that you poked into earlier,
Yeah.
it's got 4 beds and a table.
I am more than willing to sleep on the floor.
Or you can rent 2 rooms.
Let's stay together. It's like, that is a done deal then, 4 cots.
Okay, so that'll be 2 gold pieces per night.
Yeah, this place is a ripoff.
Jesus.
Yeah. Wow.
If he turns out to be a monster, I'm going to go and take my money back.
As far as you know,
We
he's just
will-
a shitty businessman right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I lean against this wall and listen?
Sure, make another perception check.
That's persuasion. Hold on. 19.
You can hear that there's somebody in there moving around. It's locked from the
Evilly?
inside, so
Just that there's someone inside moving, not really what they're doing.
right.
Are they
Hey.
moving around evilly?
I just might as well check the last one that I can't get into.
There's also somebody in there, you can tell. If you make any sort of noise, they just kind of or knock at the door. There's just a voice that goes, no visitors, thanks, goodbye.
So, they hear me walking and they say that?
If you make any noise outside the door or knock, yes.
Okay. I'm going to trip
Okay.
and bang into the door by mistake. And just go.
No visitors,
We hear that
thanks.
downstairs.
What was that?
From who?
You.
No visitors, thanks. Just he,
Oh, sorry
he
about-
raises his
sorry
voice a
about that.
little.
What?
He raises his voice a little when you do it the second time.
Oh, sorry about that, bro. Tripped.
It's just kind of a grunt. Like he
Did we hear that
acknowledged.
downstairs?
Here's a weird question, Callie.
Okay.
I tripped.
Uh-huh.
I'm wearing plate mail.
The door does not open.
Damn it. Okay.
I knew what you were doing.
Speaking
No, the
of-
door does not open.
Okay.
Speaking of, did we hear that downstairs? Because if so cheating, be like, see, told you.
Well, I mean, there is a plate mail clad paladin slamming into a door. You probably could have heard that thump.
Oh fuck! I don't know what to do now.
Well, you checked everything. You can't get into the locked doors without breaking them down. Like a concentrated effort to break them.
Yeah. But I'm a fucking paladin and I sensed evil up here.
I'm curious to check out this other tavern.
Sometimes
Slumbering
people are just
Serpent.
evil.
I know we put down money to stay here for the night, but we can come back a little bit later when it's,
Well, yeah, it's still early in the day. I don't think they're expecting us to, set up shop.
Yeah, so he's got to look to the bartender.
I shall collect my companions, and we will return once night has fallen. We will wish to enjoy the hospitality of the rest of your acquaintance in the town.
Of course. Enjoy your visit. There are some sights to see. I'd recommend going up to the temple at least once. It's pretty impressive. And, let's see here. Up a little farther is there's actually a little vineyard. It's kind of an interesting little site on the cliffs right by the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, there's not really much in the way of sightseeing unless one of the nature types, because we got a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, he doesn't have much to say other than enjoy your stay, and we'll see you later tonight. Would you like to put money down on a meal? Like to reserve your food?
No, Olaf is gonna make his own food, thank you.
Okay.
He still doesn't... Son, don't feel right, and also, these poor people need actual food.
God. I'm not gonna say anything till we leave, but once we do, so was there anything suspicious down in the first floor?
Yeah, once we're clearly outside, it's like
the windows of the place were nailed down tight.
I got a feeling a bad vibe upstairs. Couldn't find anything, but there were a couple of rooms locked. I can tell they're occupied, but
I've booked us a room for the night. We'll continue to investigate.
All right, well, if we get that bar, I'll go to bed a little earlier because I'll trance. So I'll have a bit more time in the night to maybe keep an eye on things.
I'm not sure I'm sleeping tonight. My idea was, if there's something untoward about this place, if these people wish us harm in some capacity, and if we're all awake and ready for it. I wish to sample this other tavern they have. I am disappointed by this one.
What are you disappointed about?
Oh, the food, the drink, it's like the atmosphere. It was all wrong. It's pitiful.
It's overpriced as well.
Yes, that too.
Just in insult upon insult.
I was half tempted to volunteer my services as a brewer and a cook. Such was my sorrow at the state of affairs.
Gee.
Come.
Yeah. You mentioned the doors were nailed shut.
Yeah, the windows, yeah.
Just the
Hey,
windows.
windows. Can I see that from outside?
No, they're nailed shut from inside in a way to conceal that.
Oh,
Hmm.
they don't like light?
Like, the windows are glass windows,
Okay.
but they're grimy and have not been cleaned seemingly on purpose. There was light in there, it was just dim.
Huh. I don't think
I'm curious
they're
about this box in the woods, but we want to see that so we don't top down.
The
This appears to be some kind of trail going off into the woods, at least.
yeah, the wizard did tell you that he had a little cottage in the copse of woods. If you wanted to stay there.
Actually, we should check that out. See if maybe he's been inhaling some spores. Made him
Yes.
trippy.
They did say he samples his own stock, and he ought to mention so many details that perhaps it is best if we investigate his abode for ourselves.
That is
If we
a
find
righteous
him-
idea.
If we go in there and we find his decaying body that he's been killed months or like weeks or days ago, that's gonna make a good hook.
Hmm.
A good
Hopefully
hook.
we find nothing out of place. I would hate to find a dead man.
I hope we don't find out our employer is undead or some kind of other fabricated being.
Let
I mean,
us go
sometimes you're
in-
just undead.
Let us go
So
into
Chidi
the
says as she
woods.
walks past.
Wait, what did you say?
So Chidi goes, sometimes people are just dead. She just says it as she walks past. She did not ping as undead, by the way, when you use Divine Sense.
Okay.
Let us go into the woods then.
Alright, so the narrow trail winds among majestic elms, at times disappearing into thick shrubbery. The bushes between the trees are dense, rising to a height of 8 or 10 feet. The elms themselves average 75 feet tall, and they are the only trees here. They're
Oh no, monoculture.
they're kind of grown tightly together, but in such a way that it still allows sunlight to pour down between them all. It's actually kind of a pretty sight in here.
Hey, as we're going in, is there any like eyes on us?
You don't feel anything. It actually feels kind of pleasant in here. Like, you didn't notice before, but there was a weird sort of miasma hanging about. It might have been just the oppressive nature of not being trusted and being suspicious of everybody. But as soon as you step between the elms, everything just kind of lifts.
That normal, Arente? You're a druid, right?
Nope, sorry. What was it?
Bugbear dude.
It's like, is that normal for that to happen? You're a druid, right? So Chidi says,
Yes.
knowing he's a druid.
Yes. No, this isn't normal, but given that this is, I think, where the wizard said his hut was, it wouldn't surprise me if he's got some protective charms around it. Things that a normal town wouldn't see the necessity of funds for.
So there's definitely something going on here.
Oh yeah, he probably would have some protections if he's been dealing with hags. They most stories say they're kind of vindictive. So yeah, you'd be smart to have protections if you're dealing with them.
Yes. But my concerns become if this place is protected and we are already noticing the change. Stepping out of the village.
Yes, there's something clearly going on. We just don't know.
Yeah.
So we need to abduct a villager and bring them here and see how they change, right?
No.
Yes,
That's not
but
what we're
my
doing
character
here.
would not say no. Yes, but my character would not say it.
My character says no.
Yeah, my character doesn't want to start kidnapping people, but that's a good option on the table.
I just want to say, I know that you all would have said no. I wasn't seriously saying that, but I mean that is an option if we
Yeah.
want
We're-
drastic
we're-
answers quickly.
Yeah, we're grasping for straws, so any straw is good. All right. Continuing along the path, do we find his cottage just fine?
Yeah, the path goes straight to it. It's not like a majestic cabin or anything. It's just kind of a cozy little cozy little one-room place. Basically, there is
Okay.
everything that he needs is in one area. It's like a loft apartment, but in a cabin. Everything's sectioned off for the use that he wants for it. There's a little kitchen over there. His bed and a table are over in the corner. And there's a little table with a couple of chairs where he would eat.
Someone as scatterbrained as him might leave notes for himself. Perhaps there we will find some.
Are the vibes still better here?
The vibes are fine here.
Huh.
Like, whatever else the wizard is, he is on the up and up as far as you can tell. So we've got about 15 minutes, I would say.
Yeah. It's one of those mysteries where I'm not quite sure what's going on.
Yeah. We
Might need to cover more ground. Although, should we investigate this cabin before we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did suggest if this wizard character is like scatterbrained as people claim, he might leave notes for himself.
Who's
and we
got a
might
good
find
investigation? Mine is 4.
That's better than mine. So
Mine is 1.
I will assist you in this endeavor, since I was the one to suggest the idea.
Okay, and well, so she isn't really I mean, birds are arcane, but she doesn't have like wizard history stuff. But you'd think she'd have that whole like rich person instinct to like look for secret drawers and stuff.
Oh yeah, that would be a thing that you would know to look for, because nobles.
Okay. Oh dang.
All right.
Fuck.
So you don't really find anything at first. Like, so he does have notes on his bedside table, but it seems to be more like the kind of notes that old people give themselves about what to do that day, so they don't forget.
Relatable.
But then you just kind of like, as you're tapping around by his bed, your foot kind of hits a raised section of the floorboards just under the bed, and you can get your fingers underneath it and lift.
Here. And
Olaf
so
will help
as she
with
goes,
that.
yeah, so she and Olaf's gonna pry it open. Goes, I'm gonna be mad if there's a heart underneath this floorboard.
A heart, you say?
It's just
No,
that'd
kinda
be
tells her
gnarly.
what you find under there is like a little box, it's not quite a full-size chest, but it's a box about
Like a lockbox.
yeah, and it is locked.
Well, hopefully this is not a. Hopefully this is relevant to the mystery and not just one of his personal effects that we're breaking into.
Yeah.
But in his defense, he told us to investigate, and he didn't give us a lot to go on. So let's bust this thing open.
I
I do not know if we should break that open.
No, not literally.
Because that is our employer's personal item.
However, we are under the suspicion that he could have possibly been replaced or something. We don't know what's going on here. We need answers.
So she doesn't have lockpicking tools, but she's trying to open it anyways as they're debating.
I will let you know with both your investigation check and your sleight of hand. This isn't locked in a normal way.
Oh,
That's fun.
This is magically sealed.
damn.
Hmm.
Dang wizards. I don't have knock.
What you thinking, Kara?
Nothing. Just that's sus.
Everything in this town is sus.
I'm gonna do another divine sense.
Okay.
I lift it up to my ear and I shake it gently.
There are
I
things
don't
in there.
imagine.
You can hear.
I don't imagine.
You can hear liquid sloshing a little bit.
Ooh.
And some jingling like coins.
Oh.
Yeah, the chance that there was potion or, hooch in there was why Sluchini shook it gently.
If you took a guess, you'd guess that this is his emergency stash of something and his money.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, let's keep this in mind if stuff gets weirder.
Yeah.
I don't imagine I've touched anything, do I?
You don't sense anything.
Okay. But it is
Except-
relieving, at least.
Except you do.
Uh-oh.
You don't
Oh.
sense evil. You sense a strong aura of good in this entire cabin.
Oh, shit, alright.
Like, I know that's not how it
Well-
works, but that's the way it worked in the inn, so I'm going to let that continue to happen, that you just kind of get the aftertaste of evil or the aftertaste of good.
Well,
What does
Yeah,
good
right.
taste like to a surfer girl, gal?
oh god, salt air.
But yeah, Olaf will look to you.
I have good news, my dudes. Just how I felt the stench of bad vibes at the inn, I smell the opposite. I smell good vibes here.
That is comforting, but from what?
That just makes me feel like they're... So, that could mean that there wasn't anyone in particular evil upstairs at the inn, but something bad happened there or left the taint there. Because nothing's here right now. It's just a good place.
What to do?
Keep exploring, I think.
Though I think we should, sorry, Olaf, for wasting your money, but we should probably bunker down here for the night.
Oh yeah, that is absolutely wise. It's like
It's like the money was not wasted. I made a decision at the time. It was not a frivolous expenditure. I do believe it is wiser to sleep here for the night. We did promise to
also
come
prob-
back, though.
Huh?
We did promise to come back. I wonder how they will react.
Hey, we can still come back. but then just leave.
Still want to check out the other places in town.
Yeah.
Definitely the other inn and this temple.
Yeah.
In fact, how far away is the temple? It's been not too bad. I think I should take my armor-clad ass to the temple. I don't know why I said it like that.
I don't know. But you did. We do have about 10
I'm
minutes
gonna head.
left.
I'm gonna head to the temple.
Let's head to the temple. That would be the best place to look next.
Yeah.
You could stop at the inn and you take a look there while I can go to the temple. It wouldn't look too weird for the paladin to go to the temple.
Yeah.
So you can come with me, or you can
Should we be splitting up? This place
So
is
there's something weird here, but so far nothing has maliciously jumped out at us.
They may be
I mean-
waiting for it.
Then
if
they're waiting for one of us to be alone, they're gonna regret jumping me when I'm alone.
Okay.
If it comes to that,
Okay.
I'll scream. And also, she like jabs
So
her
Chini
trident.
gave up.
I'll stab him. Oh, okay. Nope, don't move that.
Since it's closer, and you're right there, the rest of you, do you want to go into the slumbering serpent inn?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. I do have a map.
Celia is not super used to being in a party.
I believe this is the right map. Yeah. So. Hunter's right here. Can you see? There we go.
By the dawn's early light.
We've got Sochini. Just gotta give you all vision and stuff. Just give me a second. So as you're walking up, you actually see somebody outside. You're walking up and there's a large colorful sign that pictures a red dragon with its head resting contentedly on its paws. A plume of smoke rises from the serpent's nose and its eyes are closed. This inn is smaller and older than the Golden Grain. Several beds of flowers brighten the front, however, and a large, middle-aged woman sweeping the porch looks at you cheerfully and gives you a friendly wave. Hey, oh, hello! How can I help you today?
I was simply curious of your establishment.
Oh,
We are new to town.
Oh, well, welcome. Nice to meet you. My name is Belba. I run the place with my husband, Alwyn. Would you like some lunch? Would you like rent a room? Anything like that?
Lunch would be very nice.
Oh, well, come on in. I'll make you something. What you doing in town? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, looking after the affairs of a friend.
Oh, that's awful kind of you.
Yeah.
So you.
The wizard asked us to come take a look as things were getting strange.
Oh, that Ramney. That silly old man. Of course things are strange around here. We live by the Dreadwood. But it's nice that he worries about us, though. And she bustles inside, and it is an immediate change from the Golden Grain Inn. The shutters are flung wide open and all of the windows are open. Everybody in here is chatting to each other happily while they're eating, and you can tell the immediate difference in the quality of food. Like, this woman knows how to cook. Now, I don't want to treat you like children, but I must warn you not to get too rowdy in here. I might have to kick you out.
You think a cat's
Who's eating their
attacking Nora?
microphone?
You think it's a cat?
I think it was you, Easy.
I wasn't doing nothing.
No, it was just for a second, but now it stopped.
Yeah, it's good now.
It was coming from Nora's mic.
Nothing's happening over here.
Weird.
Just sounded like
Ghost.
somebody was trying to eat their microphone. Like, fuck.
Sorry, I was trying to eat Nora's microphone through Discord.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right. But she, as you're saying, not to get too rowdy.
Yeah, everybody in here seems to be real cheerful, happy to be here. They are respectful of the place, though. Like, everything's happy, but nobody is being, nobody's destructive or anything. Everybody seems to be very respectful of Belba. And she greets everybody cheerfully as she bustles into the kitchen, which you are guessing is through this door that she goes through.
Okay.
Raven,
So-
are you sleeping?
No.
Don't do that.
So, current leading theory, something is very wrong with the other tavern.
Yeah, so Chiggy
And-
wants to.
Oh, go ahead.
No, it's so fine. Go ahead.
But I'm not saying that necessarily that I 100% trust her, but I am more like inherently willing to, which makes me worried, but simultaneously, even if it is Hag, we have made good friends with Hags. So, going to sit at table.
Okay. Like, a few seconds after you guys sit at the table, and, after she's gone into the kitchen, she comes out and she's got 4 bowls of overflowing stew balanced perfectly on each of her arms, and she sets them, down with a flourish in front of you. This soup is thick, it looks flavorful, it smells flavorful, and it is filled with meat and potatoes and carrots and all other manner of vegetables. It looks like incredibly hearty, filling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, well, that's what we've got for lunch. That'll be 5 copper pieces.
Oh my god!
So, you see, the
Well,
other tavern is overpriced. This one's underpriced.
Mm-hmm.
They are complete coin flips, which is why Arenta's like, if it wasn't such a drastic thing, I would 100% trust this place. Because it is such a drastic change, I am slightly unsure, but trust this more than the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get you anything to drink, sweethearts?
Well, curious, hungry for something a bit more insubstantial, more along the hungry for rumors, and you seem like you might be a good source. What the fuck is up with your competition, the Golden Grain?
Sweetheart, I told you not to swear in here.
Okay, I'm sorry. What is the deal with your competition, the Golden Grain? Because the mood in there would be kind of glance at the room. It felt like there was a wake going on that we interrupted.
Well, I don't like spreading rumors about my competition, but
I mean, that's how you do advertising.
The innkeeper there, Bertram, he's an older fella. He says he's gonna retire soon. I think he's just letting the place go. Because he's not got anybody to hand it over to. His assistant isn't interested. I think that place is just gonna be boarded up and sold. Or, just left to rot, unfortunately. It used to be a very nice place. It's he didn't build it that long ago, about 20 years. We've been here about 50.
Whoa.
Just going. So Chini's a pampered rich girl, so I don't know if she would be like, was that 20 years worth of damage that place had been decayed, or is this like accelerated?
No, that is not 20 years of damage. It seems to
Even
be
for
most of
someone
it.
that's like
Most of it's just recent neglect. Like, the building still seems sturdy. There wasn't any dry rot. It just seemed like he's letting it go.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff can fall apart pretty quickly if you don't take care of it.
Alright.
Especially, like, basic wooden houses and things. Yeah, I'm not even there and I'm getting whiplash.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad for Bertram. I mean, he always ran a nice place. I guess he just lost the spark.
All right.
A lot of people still stay there. It's right on the main road as you go through. So it's mostly like merchants, travelers just passing through. Everybody seems to have a comfortable stay there.
Yeah. Something feels a little stranger than normal.
She kind of like leans in and goes, the town has felt a little weird lately. People getting paranoid, unfriendly. Everybody used to be like so cheerful. They moved here to get away from this sort of, Saltmarsh is okay, but everybody's like just lets everybody else go about their business and doesn't say hello.
Yes.
At least you can usually get a hello around here, but nightly, that's rare.
We noticed strange behaviors and mismatching stories from other people we've talked to in town. It's one of the reasons we've been exploring, just to be sure we get everything down accurately.
What kind of mismatching stories?
I'm sitting here like, does Arente do the will like the insight check to see if he's gone too far? But no, Arente, despite being a druid, is kind of stupid.
Oh no!
Well, this is between you and me, ma'am. But we came into town. We went into the entrances. People were very skittish. The first real person we had conversation with was
Constable.
Deputy. Constable,
Right.
that is correct word, thank you. Constable says the reason people are so skittish is that hags had captured and ate a baby mid-town. We go to next place. Hags had been seen on side of the woods, but not had been in town or eating babies. Third person we talk to backs up second person. We poke our heads into the tavern, and they back up more of the first person. there are inconsistencies with events, and I am wondering if that is leading to things.
She kind of like, she puts a, you watch her brows furrow as you're speaking, and she puts a hand up to her chin, and it's like she's thinking, and she goes, "We've had incidents with hags before where they did come in and try to snatch folks. Never had an outright incident of children being eaten. Usually Ramney like chases them off before they can do anything."
And that is what the person at the tailor shop and the person at the livery told us. But it was strange that the deputy told us something completely different.
Yeah, I do wonder why old
Constable, sorry.
Grover would tell you that. Unless he just doesn't want strangers in town while things are going on.
And that may be it. He may not want us poking around in it.
Does
But
get
I
a
have-
little territorial over things going wrong in town. Doesn't like adventurers poking their noses in things. Although I don't see anything wrong with people helping.
Yes. Especially when something is afoot.
Yes. Am I concerned? Oh, no, I'm good doing the southern accent. Thanks, Callie.
You're welcome.
Infectious.
So my concern, personally, from what I have seen, which is why I wish to go through town more and talk to different people and get some more opinions. The constable and the other inn both had rooms that were boarded up tightly and very dark. Your place is warm and exciting and invites the eye and comfortability
Well, thank
that
you.
you would expect for this kind of a business. Not, hey, it's the middle of the day, why don't you have any fires going? But I do not know the town like you know the town. And if we talked to the bartender and he is old and wanting to retire. But that the condition that his business is currently in, I would have just been like, I'm done now, not wait.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
It was, as they say, downright spooky in there.
It was a bit spooky. And it's always been a bit spooky.
But nailing the window shut was a new one.
Why would he go through that trouble?
I do wonder why he would do that. We have had, like, not hags, mind you, but things do come from the Dreadwoods sometimes and do try to get into people's houses. Maybe he just did it as a precaution because there's so many travelers.
Maybe. We do not know him well enough yet.
He's just kind of he's been unhappy for a couple of years now. You know, his wife passed away. Never had any children to pass down the family business to. Maybe he's just doesn't want to let it go, but also knows that he has to. I don't know the man's mind. He's always been a pleasant sort.
Interesting. I am curious about like how we are meant to proceed.
I am going to move over to
Celia.
Celia briefly before
Oh right,
the
yes. Yes, let's do that.
So, Ocelia, you come to the gates of the Temple of America.
Oh, are there people with AR-15s outside?
There are not.
Hey, what?
Sorry.
The
Sorry.
gates, the big gates of the courtyard are open. The granite wall around the temple is 20 feet high.
Woof.
The gates are wooden gates, and they're carved with precise craftsmanship into an ornate carving of the good goddess Marika, portrayed as a beautiful young woman holding a sheaf of wheat.
God, I thought you were gonna say holding an
Okay.
AK-47.
No. The temple building itself is made of solid granite blocks and is completely windowless.
Okay.
But the gates are open to you, and the front gates of the temple itself are also open.
What's the vibe?
It's seems to be a good vibe. Like the temple
Okay.
itself is.
Blurp. I'll. Is there anybody here?
I have a map for this place, but I'm not going to put you in there yet. I'm just going
Yeah, I
to
didn't think so.
say what you see in the central chamber, and then you're going to meet somebody, and I'm going to have to end.
Okay.
So the large room has a tile floor decorated with an abstract mosaic pattern in brown and blue. Several tapestries decorate the walls, all depicting scenes of lush farmland and crops in various stages of maturity. 5 huge elm trunks serve as columns in the room, and a statue of Marika, carved from a solid piece of jade, is mounted on a low dais in the north end of the room.
Damn.
Spared no expense.
So you see somebody at the dais turn and see you, and they lift their arms in welcome. Welcome to the Temple of Marika. I am the priestess Misha. How can I help you today? And that's where we're going to end.
Woo!